This is Richard back at you. Today we're working on a tranny that we did here a few months back before we quit doing carryouts. And this goes in a turbocharged Trans Am. And when they put it in, they did some damage to the tranny. So this is one reason why we don't do carryouts. So here it is. Let me show you why. Now right off the bat, what we got here, when they put their aftermarket fittings in, they screwed them in and cracked the case. They tried to fix it with JB Weld, but they can't fix it because it still squirts out fluid. So we're gonna have to recase it right off the bat, right here. Well, when they brought it to us, we noticed that he said he couldn't get the torque converter back out of the tranny. So when we dug down in here, we know we see some damage done to the pump too. So basically, this tranny didn't have a chance when we give it to him. I'm not sure what we charged the gentleman for it, but basically, it was destroyed. I mean, the pump's destroyed. We have a bad crack case. I'm gonna have to recase. I got me another case over here I pulled out, fixing to clean it up so we can recase it for him, try to keep the costs down. But this is one reason why we don't do any type of carryouts, because we're really getting tired of this. I spend so much time on building these things really professional and give the customer what they pay for, and to get it destroyed that quick, I don't even get the enjoyment out of it. You know, so that's why we just stopped doing it. So I hope y'all understand. But when we get this done, we got a 48 RE we're going to be doing over here. We're going to be putting all billet shafts and stuff like that in it. It's in a Dodge 4-wheel drive diesel out there, 2007. He pulls trailers coast to coast and delivers them, and he wants a really nice unit so he can do that and get a lot of miles on it. Also, we got Mr. Brandon's Power Glide that comes in his twin turbo Mustang. We're going to be going through. This is actually a brand new tranny they've never gone through, that we rebuilt, I believe, last year or 2 years ago. But we're going to be putting a two-stage dump valve in this tranny here, and this is what it looks like right here. Now we're going to do another video on it later, kind of explaining it a little bit like that. But if you need any more information on this, you're going to have to go to their webpage and find it. So, or buy the kit and get their own instructions. I'm not going to give you any information on that. So, well, we're going to get back to this and tear it down, and let's see what type of damage we can find in this real quick. I need to get this thing rolling. Thought I had me a 15 millimeter. I had this right here. Now, I like to say, I don't know if they drove it or anything. You know, the bushing still looks brand new, seal, O-ring, sensor all cleaned up really nice. Move that out of the way a little bit. Corvette servo. Here. O-ring, rear lock up, like that. Of course, you know I love taking my own units apart, especially when I do it in front of the camera, because I'm not shy on what I do. So you're going to see physically what we do. So. Solenoid's unhooked here.
I guess this is pretty much your NASCAR. Somebody wanted to see how fast you could tear one apart anyways.
Oh, there you go. Well, I'm not in a hurry now.
Well, not in a hurry, but we're still watching, making sure.
Yeah, but I can do that. Maybe I ought to try to do it blind.
Blindfolded? I think
Yeah.
we might do it blindfolded, how fast he can tear one down. We got cords.
Yeah, we got cords everywhere.
Yeah, we got a couple cords.
Now, a lot of times, I've never said anything about this right here. Some 4L60s will have this and some won't. I believe it's just a little shield to keep it from splashing on the stick while you check it, but it doesn't physically have to be there. I see a lot of them without, so that's kind of a myth there. More without than with. So this coming out and going in a Camaro, I'm sure I built it pretty good. I'm kind of curious myself because I enjoy looking at my work. Got our nice balls. Oops, there we go. Notice we got a neoprene ball here. I even had one there. But you can put him anywhere in the tranny. But I do like these a little bit better. I always put one on my third gear ply ball right here. So okay, notice my piston's all the way to the top.
Yeah, I think the seal was good.
Yeah, I think that's. Let me get it over here. So you can do this various ways. See how I put that washer in there? Then I put it in there on top of the spring. You don't always have to space from the bottom to the top. Now you notice I also had a nut in here to shorten my stroke on my piston, to where it physically, when it comes down, it stops sooner too. So I shortened it this way, going downward. Bringing my spring to the top, lifting it up, and then I shortened the stroke by putting me a spacer right here. Those spacers come in a kit, but you can also use a small little or nut like that too that helps. So we buy them by the bags, and that's how we do them actually. First we have our piston all the way to the top here. We have our spacers. We have our other piston. Truthfully, I'm hoping he didn't mess up the pump, but you just never know. I mean, we've seen like dents in the pump rotor, like it was put in hard. You notice I got silicone on all my bolts. I hate it. What happens is when it gets hard, these sealing rings right here get hung behind this bushing right here, and that's why it's hard to get the pump out when you put new seals and stuff on your stator here. But you notice we got a new bushing here, New bushing here, wide bushing. Retainers glued in, front seals glued in. But let's open this piece up. I'm hoping he didn't do any damage to it. Because we put complete new rotor kits, everything in our pumps every time that we do one. So I'm hoping that he didn't mess it up. And he did something though. What did he do?
God, I don't know what they did.
I mean, if you look here at the stator, let's look at here first, Trent.
Okay.
I mean, the stator still looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of scratched it a little bit there, just nothing that can't be buffed out a little bit, but looks good. But I don't know what he did down in here. Look at all that, what he did.
Yeah.
It looks like to me, the torque converter they put in this tranny, the hub was damaged on it to start with.
Jeez.
Because the pump,
Keep turning
it
around.
almost,
Yeah, keep going.
it's really hard to say. Because it's, everything's still brand new here. There's all the bluings there. I mean, everything's just beautiful.
Woo. Jiminy Christmas.
But what did he do? Man. Either the hub on the converter was messed up when he put it in here and he just spun it in and just grinded the pump bushing to death. Because before we give these units to people, we've already had a converter in them. So we already know a converter will fit and fit fine. So this pump still is good. It looks like I can clean it up, put some new paddles and stuff in it probably, and be fine on the pump part of it. But if you notice here, look here, we got our silicone to make sure our vent don't leak. That's a real big thing here. We don't want no leaks. We don't want any comebacks. So I don't know if I've ever showed you that circuit, but this here is your vent circuit here, and here's your pressure circuit right here. So if it leaks from here to here, it's capable of coming out your vent hole. So that's why we put that silicone on there. But
That's amazing.
Yeah, we're gonna have that converter. Wonder where his converter is. I know he's got an aftermarket converter he didn't bring with us, and we were wondering why. And that's probably why.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah, let me see if I can. Now he said he didn't drive it because it didn't move or something. I don't remember what he said.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Yeah, the band still looks good. It doesn't look like it's ever been used. Drum still looks brand new, nicely buffed. Now this here is when we, at first we couldn't get the Z-packs, and we were putting a different clutch pack in here. That was the next best up, and these things are really nice too. I really like these things. So right now it's hard to get anything. We got our load springs. I think his converter put metal all through this thing. Let me get this out here
Is
too.
that what that is? Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like, huh?
Yeah, it's got metal even down. I think that converter, I don't know if it's brand new or what, but it filled this tranny full of metal and wiped out the pump bushing. Clutches all still look brand new, so he didn't burn it up, that part of it. See, frag still looks new, because so we put everything new in these things. Hub looks good. Frag still looks brand new. So, look at this clutch pack here and see if we did any damage to it. Still looks pretty good. Looks brand new.
Looks good.
So we're looking good so far on a few things.
Somebody's looking over him.
It did pump a lot of metal through it because the tranny did pump. It didn't physically break the pump. It just, all that aluminum and metal shavings just went right through the tranny. So I don't know. Nice 5-pinion planets. I don't know why we didn't update this to a roller bearing, but we do have them in stock now, so we'll do it anyway. It could have been because we couldn't get them or something at the time. Got a nice hardened shell. Now this one here should have the wave taken out of it, since he does a lot of manual shifting like I showed in my last video. It's going to be raced, stuff like that, so I'll show you again what that looks like. Sorry about wearing my old folks' glasses.
Sure.
Now here we go again. So if you notice here, these is why I grinded them tabs off, and I stacked 2 of them like this with an original, and then I went back out the door with clutch steel all the way out to the top, and like that to the sprag. But you want to get that wave out of there as soon as you know, when you're doing a lot of manual shifting. You know, if you're not doing manual shifting, it doesn't matter. But when you're pulling that thing down to manual low, this clutch comes on and has to release when it goes to second gear. So that's why we do that. And it just makes the second gear so much crisper. Now he does have 5-pinion planets all the way through this tranny, so that's really nice too. So I don't remember us putting them in there. I think they probably was in there to start with. I really don't remember. It's been so long, but. Not too bad. We'll get another case put in it, clean the pump up. What's bad is we got to totally disassemble this thing, clean every bit of piece of metal out of it since the pump did pump. And once it pumped that metal through there, it goes through every circuitry on this transmission. So it's basically got to be totally hand cleaned again, reassembled in this case over here, new case bushing, pump rebuilt, totally cleaned up, new filter, gaskets, whatever it takes to get it back together. So, but we got a lot more to do too, so y'all stay tuned. If y'all need anything done, give us a holler at Precision Transmissions. Y'all have a great day.